Did you know that your emotions are directly influenced by your hormones? Let's talk about how to heal your emotional hormones. Every woman knows that her hormones affect her emotions, and as her hormones shift throughout her menstrual cycle, so do her emotions, and more so when she's pregnant or going through the change of life. And men have hormones too, and their hormones affect their emotions as well. Estrogen is your joy hormone. Estrogen fuels your creativity and helps you imagine the overall picture. Progesterone is your calming hormone, and it helps you focus. It keeps you on track. Testosterone is your motivating hormone. It can get you going, help you be more assertive and more confident. But it's not just your sex hormones that affect your emotions. Thyroid hormones affect how well your brain chemistry functions, directly affecting your moods. T3 in particular helps neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine get into the neurons. And adrenal hormones, the fight or flight or stress hormones, greatly affect your emotions. Chronic stress overstimulates your HPA axis, the communication network between your hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands. Studies have shown that people with clinical depression or bipolar condition have significant changes in their hypothalamus. And the same thing happens to people who suffer from PTSD. Your hypothalamus, which directs all of your hormones all the time, is also the gatekeeper of your emotions. In over 30 years of helping hormonally challenged patients get back in balance, I have found that if they don't deal with their emotions, they will not heal. We begin by supporting their hypothalamus. Why? Because your hypothalamus is programmed to help you survive. And if it doesn't get what it needs nutritionally, it will not be able to get your hormones in balance. And very few of us can get all the phytonutrients that our hypothalamus needs from our diets alone to function optimally. Your hypothalamus will not allow you to use your limited resources to process emotions when it's fighting for your survival. So feed your hypothalamus what it needs for you to heal. It takes time to heal your hypothalamus, at least 3 months, so be patient and know that in the process of nutritionally supporting your hypothalamus, you will become much more aware of your emotions. And that's a good thing, because awareness is the first step. If you cannot identify what you're feeling, you can't heal it. Only after you become aware of your emotions can a deeper exploration take place to really heal. Unfortunately, many of us have not been taught to explore our emotions, especially negative emotions. Emotions like anger, guilt, shame, fear, sadness, frustration, bitterness, disappointment, hopelessness. As children, our positive, happy emotions are encouraged, but our negative emotions are not. So we learn to suppress them, often with poor coping mechanisms like alcohol or drug abuse or eating disorders, or maybe you learn to keep moving so fast, working too hard to keep your emotions at bay. There's lots of ways we avoid feeling our emotions, but eventually our emotions surface, and many times as a disease. Yes, trapped emotion can cause so much hormonal and biochemical imbalance that it can make you sick. Grief, for instance, often affects your lungs. Sadness can affect your heart. People do die of a broken heart. Worry affects your gallbladder. Suppressed emotion often leads to irritable bowels, and fear can surface as rashes. Enough stress can literally cause your hair to fall out. Every part of your body is affected by your emotions, and when you don't allow yourself to fully feel your emotions, then it becomes trapped, and you will eventually feel it as a physical symptom somewhere in your body. If we don't acknowledge and truly feel these shadow emotions, they get buried deep in ourselves and become the fuel for physical and mental imbalances. Even if you weren't taught to really feel and release your emotions as a child, it's not too late. Why don't you join me in our hormone support group, which you can access by signing up for my free Hormone Reboot training, and let's talk about how to heal your emotional hormones. I'll see you in the next video.